Okay, so welcome back to some more MX versus ATV Supercross Encore. We're going to jump back into Encore. It's been a while. We've been playing a lot of MX GP2, and it definitely shows. I did a few warm-up races, warm-up practice laps, whatever you want to call them, and I found out I was really out of the swing of things with this game. It's so much different than MX GP2. A lot of people ask me which one I like better or which one they should get. I honestly don't know. It depends a lot on what you want out of the game. They're completely different. I think I'll end up having more hours in Encore than I will MX GP2, but that doesn't mean that I don't like MX GP2 just as much. So it just kind of depends on what you want. But today we're going to get back to Encore. Last time we did use the 350. I am going to use the 350 again. I used it to warm up, and the last video I did when I kind of gave my impressions of it, I think it's better than that, actually. I really like it. And so we're going to use this, at least for this race. I picked up another Supercross Track Pack DLC. I'll go find a track, and we'll go from there. So Salt Lake, Memphis, Tucson, and Orlando are the 4 tracks that came in this Supercross Track Pack DLC. I think the one that we want to go to, or the one that I want to go to first at least, is Salt Lake. Memphis is pretty fun. I'm not too familiar with Tucson or Orlando. I did run Tucson as a warm-up race before I did this video because I knew I was going to be rusty, but I don't remember. I don't remember now. I must not have been paying too much attention to it. Salt Lake, after I did a lap or two, it kind of came back to me because I have actually rode all these on the original Supercross game. So we'll jump back into this one and let's put it on 5 laps and go from there. It's a lot of fun. I really like this track. There's some really big lines you can hit. I'll try and hit some of them, even if they're not the most practical lines. I'll try and hit some of them, but there's a couple that are a little bit smaller lines, but I think you can be a tad bit faster taking those. So we'll see, and hopefully I can get a podium, because the first race I did, I think I got like a 6th or a 7th, and the second race I did, I got a 3rd. So we'll see. I got a decent start. That was a pretty sweet line. That actually worked nice. But he claimed the lead from us. Took some bad lines there, but hopefully next lap we can get a few better ones. I'm going to take the low line. I think it's a little bit faster. That line I don't think is faster. I think taking the low line is faster, but that's still a really fun one to take. He is really starting to gap us. If you're not careful in that corner, you get the out of control animation every time. Keep messing that section up really bad. And he goes down and gives us the lead. Okay, we got the lead. Let's calm down and try and get some good lines. I don't know. That's a fun line to take. I don't know why that's so fun, but I really do enjoy that one. We'll take the low line next time. Now, if I can figure out a smoother line through this section, we'll be golden. I don't know if that was smoother, but that was definitely faster. Let's take the low line here. Wow, do we have a 13-second lead? Maybe hitting those big lines is faster. I don't really know. It doesn't feel faster, but maybe it is faster. Better lap time. Take this inside. Got through that good. I don't know what I just did here last lap. We'll try and do basically the same thing we just did. Not the most realistic of lines, but hey, it's kind of fast, so we'll take it. Oh, he's starting to cut into our lead a little bit. Didn't get quite as smooth through that, but we still picked up time on him. And we're going into the final lap, so let's see what we can do here. Besides running into tough blocks. I think I'm going to try and take a different line in this section coming up here. Maybe take the left side. And that was not a good idea, so that's not a good idea. Let's take the big line one more time. Throw a big whip. And coast for the win. So 14-second lead. The first time, because I did ride a practice lap here. Or no, wait, this is Salt Lake. Yeah, Salt Lake. I did ride here the first time, and I think this is the track that I got a third on. Barely. So maybe it just went better that time, because sometimes the AI is tough and sometimes they're not, so that went pretty good. It went a lot better than I was expecting. Some of those lines were really ugly, some of them were kind of good. Again, some of those big lines, they don't feel faster, but I wonder if they actually are faster, because that one lap, we hit 2 of the big lines, I think, and pulled like a 13-second lead. I think that's where we got our big lead, and then kind of maintained it the rest of the race, and that's on the 350, so the 350, I think, works really, really good. I feel like it controls, like it corners, I think, a little bit better than the 450. It does give up some power, but all in all, it's kind of a nice in-between, like the 252 stroke and the 450. The 252 stroke has better handling, I think, but gives up power. The 450 has better power, but doesn't handle quite as well. I think this is kind of a nice in-between. So if you're looking for something in between, I think this is a good bike to pick up. It can compete with the 450s in the game, and I'm pretty happy with it. So next time we come back, we'll probably do another multiplayer track, or not a multiplayer track. What am I thinking? Another DLC track. Or if they come out with some DLC, as far as new DLC tracks come, we'll check those out as well. So thank you so much for the support on this series. It really means a lot. It's still one of my favorite games to play, and we'll keep doing it as long as they keep developing it, and maybe jump back into some more multiplayer. Some people were asking for that. So until the next video, take it easy.